Well, hello there. This is Geeks Assembled Audio Heads, and we are surrounded by dead people. And I see dead people. And today, Lee and I gathered to work on to extract all of the good stuff um out of an audio adventure called Deathworld. Deathworld is written by Dorney, John Dorney,
Mm.
and it features the first three doctors in something that was a script that was almost ready for production, but they went. It was a little bit of bait and switch, and they pulled the plug on this one, and they plugged in the the Death Zone one of the three doctors. No, I'm sorry, the Omega thing of the three doctors. Five Death Zone. Anyway, I can't remember which which one replaced it. Anyway, it's a it it's a it's a good story. Um it was produced by David O'Morney, and it was directed by David O'Morney also. And so just I enjoyed it a lot. What'd you think, Lee? Death World.
Yeah, it was a storyline from Bob Baker and Dave Martin.
Oh,
And this was going to be the 10th anniversary story.
those guys. So that was the three doctors.
Yeah,
Omega.
but they decided it most probably would cost too much to make this, so they went down the route of the three doctors with the Omega character. Um, so this has been done by Big Finish as a lost story. And I do like the way it actually leads into the three doctors
Mhm.
right at the end. So
Yeah, it actually really is. It foretells so much of the three doctors. It's
yeah, well,
interesting.
the very last thing in the story is the what's happening at the beginning of the Three Doctors.
Right.
Um, so all this what's happened in these four episodes in Deathworld, they all forget because of the Blenovich
Limitation effect.
station effect, where the memory goes, and then it starts all over again with the with the Three Doctors. But yeah, it's a good four-parter. I mean, it starts with the president of the Time Lords playing chess with death,
Mhm.
and
Diane Pilkington plays the president. I looked her up. Um, Diane Pilkington was she's she's got a pretty good Instagram presence, but I mean, she does look like someone could be a woman of great authority. So, that kind of thing. Go on, what you were saying.
that's all right. Yeah, I've just got interrupted. I keep getting kicked out for some reason.
I'm sorry. It's not
That's
me. I'm not trying to push you away.
no, it's all right. So it's just a bit discombobulating every time it happens. Um, but yeah, so you've got those characters playing the chess, and the the president of the Time Lord's three kings are the first, second, and third Doctor, who have placed into the game. And also you've got the Brigadier, you've got Joe Grant, and you've got Jamie, all as the playable parts in this sort of game of chess. And it's
So the Brigadier is the knight.
I think he was it either bishop or something like that?
No, and Jamie Jamie was the rook, and Joe was the bishop. Anyway,
Right.
that's it.
But it's so each one are sort of caught and transported into this void. Well, the three Doctors are, and then they are transported to Death's own realm, known as Deathworld, where they come up against the living dead, giant spiders, the gorgons and stuff like that. So it's quite an interesting idea. And you've got say the three Doctors, William, no, not William Hartnell. The first Doctor, who was played by William Hartnell in the TV, is played by Stephen Noonan in the new first Doctor stories now, and a lot of people seem to say he's nothing like Hartnell, but he is. He's got the mannerisms, he's got the speech, he's even got the mistakes, and then you've got Tim.
Yep. Michael Trout. Michael Troughton.
I'm back again.
Yeah, and Michael Troughton.
And Michael Troughton, and as the second Doctor played, who was played by his dad. I mean, they're not exactly like the actors what played the original Doctors, but they've got all the mannerisms. They've got the voice mannerisms. They've got everything like off to a T, and they've got the characterizations. The second Doctor and the third Doctor are always bickering with each other. The grumpiness and that lot of the first Doctor, and then you say you've got John Coleshaw as the Brigadier, which amazing job he does.
Oh, perfect.
And then say Katie Manning and Fraser Hines as Joe and Jamie. It's a great cast.
Yeah.
So
yes, please.
I enjoyed it. I mean, a great four-parter.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's over to you, Susan.
Yeah, it was really great. The thing that I liked was the fact that they brought in the four horsemen of the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Can't beat that. Love it in Left Behind series. Love it in when the young ones did it. Love it when you hear them all, and they're all played by the same actor, Joe Shire. But how do they pronounce his name? Joe Shire?
I think Shire. Yeah.
Well, it's how it's spelled in Shire, but
Shire, yeah, Joe Shire.
And yeah, and he also plays all the different roles of the horsemen, and so you get kind of like that kind of thing. And then the director producer guy, David O'Mahony or whatever, he plays all the seven deadly sins. So I mean, you've got this fun sort of multi this rich cast with lots of characters played by a couple people. And it's the reason it's played by a couple of people, I think, is because what they're trying to say is that this is all one kind of creature. The seven deadly sins are all one kind of creature. So David O'Mahony, and then death and the four horsemen of the apocalypse are yet another kind of creature. And I think that what's fun and topical about that is because it kind of resembles or harkens to the kind of gods that we were watching in the last series with Shinigawa, like all those strange gods, but those are all played by different people. This one's all played by the one guy, Joe Fryer, and so it was really enjoyable. And yeah, I like the action of I mean, like they were talking. The second Doctor always like, you know, uh, do you remember? Do you remember the battles that we fought and stuff? And then the third Doctor's like, yeah, but you got holy rockets coming up for you. But like, like hearkening to the what's it called? The the war games.
Mm-hmm.
And like how kind of similar in many respects the War Master was to this fighting death. I mean, that was fun. That really was fun. And and, yeah, they were really there was a lot of jeopardy because the outcome of this was that actually death ended up being sort of a companion of the Doctor for the rest of the time.
Mm.
And that's and once you get into the Peter Capaldi series, there's a lot of resets. Late Moffat is full of resets. Nobody really ever died. I mean, Chibnall brought a shit ton of death back, but I think that death may have taken a holiday for the quality parts. Because, I mean, even Clara, she dies three times. She dies more than Captain Kirk. We're just saying something. Oh my gosh. Anyway, it's just amazing. Liked it. Anyway, your favorite moments that stand out, things that parts of the story, anything
Well,
else you want to talk about?
like I say, I like they've got the characterizations down just perfect. With I like the I like the way Jamie was sort of coming on to Joe. As soon as he stepped out the TARDIS, he was there, and the second Doctor was
Oh,
heal, Jamie. And then,
well, that's
and then
because the Doctor was jealous because Jamie's a space husband.
well, also the scene the scene where both of them, the second Doctor and Jamie, get caught by the what do you call it, the traps, and they're up in the air.
Mhm.
Then I've just got the image now of Jamie with his kilt hacking down above his head. I
Yeah,
hope he had underwear on.
inverted, right?
Yeah, I hope he had underwear on
No,
because he
he
was a
probably didn't.
true Scotsman.
But
Um,
and as Jamie would say, it's a big one, Doctor.
that Well, look at the size. That's a big one, Doctor. Yeah, there was a few like like nods like that, but yeah, I just enjoy. I mean, you had. I like the way they placed the Brigadier with the First Doctor
Mhm. Me too.
because I said the Brigadier never really had an encounter with the First Doctor really
Mhm.
because I say he was in the Three Doctors. He was never there
Mhm.
with the two, so it was nice to have those two together.
Right.
You
And the
know,
first doctor was like, are you related to Brett Vyons? And I was like, Brett Vyons for the
because he looked very similar.
win. Sounds very similar. Huh?
Uh, but yeah, I just like the way as well that he both the first and second Doctors sacrificed themselves to save the others. You know, with the giant spiders and the Gorgon,
And the Gorgon, the
and
producer.
the way Michael Troughton did that with the Gorgon, where he said, "Oh, you're beautiful," and then turned to stone. Because and you know, and the third Doctor is actually thinking,
I should be
without those two,
disappearing now.
I'm a goner. You know, I'm a goner. So soon down my time stream, I'll be gone.
I should
Um,
be disappearing around now.
yeah, but it was not to be because, as you say, death. That wasn't in Death's plan. Death wanted to teach the Time Lords a lesson,
Mhm.
and he did by
Mhm.
using the Doctor.
Oh boy.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a good addition to the Lost Stories.
Yeah, and it was good. And it was good that they didn't name the Lord High President.
No, it was just President, wasn't it?
Yeah, so like that's it. That could, you know, okay. Here, I was gonna throw this over to Alex, but Alex is always like, I want more Time Lords. I want more Time Ladies. I just want all
Yeah.
these new Gallifreyans. He's pretty into that. And this was, and so we did enjoy listening to the whole Gallifrey series together because there were various and sundry new ones added in for good measure. And this one, I was just like, oh my gosh, there's a new one. And I thought that that was really, really cool because, you know, you did get quite a few, and then there weren't any for a long time after, even in the reboot, they didn't get back there because of course the planet was gone or whatever time lock, but whatever it was, if it was in the compression dial, if it was in any, there
If
was,
tell you something, even if it is time locked and when it was
yeah.
time locked, it still existed.
Right, exactly, precisely, and that was but they needed lots more on the out traveling around the universe because Time Lords, even if they are aloof sons of guns, they should be perfectly, you know, capable of traveling anywhere they damn well please,
Mm.
and just like the Edwardian British, just go anywhere, do anything. Oh, and I love how they were like a vagabond and a fop, and then the second doctor's like, yeah, but you're some Edwardian joke or something like that. I thought that was hilarious. But yeah, they got back to the Edwardian. So like anyway, that was fun.
Yeah, it was good that we had the interaction, a better interaction of the Three Doctors in this than we did in the Three Doctors. Because say with them, we got the full character of the First Doctor in this, not just like a cameo in the. So I was playing, and as I say, Stephen Noonan is doing a brilliant job playing the First Doctor. I mean, you close your eyes, and it's Hartnell's voice. He's getting the pitch, the pitch of it all, the and all the grumpiness, and
Yeah,
even the he gets the names wrong because
the
he
ethereal Scularati, this, he's able to capture the the linguistic mistakes of
yeah
the disability that
yeah
William Hartnell had, more
yes
than Herndal and even more than Bradley. Bradley
David, David
never
Bradley.
says, yeah, Bradley never says a mistaken word, but this Noonan does, and
Yeah,
Herndal would correct himself too quickly. There was there's too much, pedantry with
I mean,
Herndal.
don't get me wrong. I do like the David Bradley version of the Doctor in the audio.
Me too. I'm just saying
Look, but
that he doesn't get capture the disability
he
properly.
doesn't sound like the First Doctor. He looks like him, but that doesn't really work on audio. But I have enjoyed the Bradley. I mean, he's coming back next year in a new set.
Yeah, yeah. I, I think, yeah, but at least we've heard somebody with respect for,
Yeah, well,
and
apparently,
Lee,
Steve,
I'm all about disability. Like my whole life is all about disability. And when you're able to like show that this disability adds to someone's character, gives them more space, a
mhm,
bigger metron, a larger a larger personality. I think that's
yeah,
just freaking sweet.
and
That's
it
why I
turned,
can't. I'm enjoying all the disabled unit personnel because damn straight they got shit to say, and it's bigger than what they were allotted to begin with, as obvious.
I mean, also as well, apparently Noonan is a big Doctor Who fan.
Oh, good.
So, he knows what he's on about. And then you've got another aficionado is Michael Troughton, whose dad was Doctor Who,
That's perfect.
and he was on. He appeared on. He was on the set when they were filming this and filming
Mhm.
that. So he knows what he's doing. And then we've got
Mhm.
Tim Trullo, who's just channeling Pertwee.
Mhm.
Uh, so it's like a love letter to the three actors who are no longer with us. This,
Mhm.
and long may they reign doing this,
Yeah.
because we went years and years without having proper audio dramas with these three doctors.
Oh, but you've got to give credit where credit's due. Fraser was always willing to play the second Doctor,
Yeah, I'm
and he did it for a long time.
yeah. No, what I'm on about is proper full cast,
Oh yeah,
not
yeah, right. With
not companion chronicles.
okay, okay, but then the other thing with that is that in this case, we had two different people playing Fraser and the second Doctor, so that when the one actor played three or five different parts of death, and then the other actor played seven different parts of
Yeah,
sin. What are you gonna do?
that that
You can
just.
hear
I
that.
mean, I mean that as well is testament to the talent of voice acting. You know what I mean?
Awesome.
It, it's all right using your visual features on film, but I think personally it's a lot difficult to do the voice acting to make it come across how you want it to sound and how emotions and stuff like that and the characterizations of these things, the sins and the deaths.
And then the noble sacrifices.
Yeah, but yeah, I enjoyed it. It's a good addition to the Lost series. I mean, we did think that they weren't going to do any more, But these scripts sometimes turn up in a cardboard box in an attic, and Big Finish get their little hands on them.
Yep. So anything else about Deathworld that you wanted to?
I did like the idea of the war part with
Yeah,
they were fighting themselves.
yeah, that was
The
incredible.
soldiers didn't realize until they were told you
Shooting
fire,
down.
they fire back, but if you don't fire, there's no fire from the other side.
Yeah.
And Death knew it was all what this was happening, but the soldiers didn't know what was going on. It was an endless war, and a pointless war as well, as is all wars.
I'm already against the next one.
So, but yeah, that's
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 me
my
being political and not. I mean, we're Doctor Who is nothing if not political.
when it wants to be. Yes.
Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing we've got science fiction that because as we know, okay, there's psychology, sociology, geology, astronomy, physics, chemistry, biology, and there is theology, but one that people don't always remember about science fiction is that political science is a science. So you're gonna have, I mean, if your science fictiony stuff is all about all these other things, then one of them is going to be political science.
Well, also,
It's fun. It just
and
yeah,
also,
go ahead.
yeah, also as well in the vein of the classic era of like the Pertwee era and well, the classic era, these political stances, these things, or environmental stances, were there in the stories, and
Mm-hmm.
they are in these Big Finish stories, but it's not hitting you across the head repeatedly. It's there in the story,
Even if it's not,
so it's not over the top.
even if it
And
is.
I've got to say, the modern Who does go over the top a bit with this.
Mm,
It's
don't
more,
decide.
it's more in your face, and the story takes a back seat, and I don't like that.
Uh, I,
You've got to have a good story with a political thing in it if you want a political thing or environmental thing, but
uh-huh.
don't let that take over what the story's about.
Okay, what if that? See, my theory is always that if it is if it is if it's science fiction, then the political part of that is considered science fiction because obviously, our you don't see death or the seven deadly sins waltzing into number 10 Downing Street like that, like the cat that lives there, you
Mm-hmm.
know, you just don't see that. So of course, if it's going to be in your face, it's going to be because it's science fiction. It's fiction and
Or,
it's
or
and it's science.
or it's just modern day bad writing.
Come on.
Oh no,
Come
no,
on.
come on! You've seen the newest series. It's a load of shite.
There's some really good shit in that. I disagree.
No,
I
no, no.
didn't run it all the way down,
It was
but like,
well,
I got beef with a lot of stuff that's, you know,
it was it was it was worth just throwing it to Oscar the Grouch. All that
but,
series.
but not all that to say that, you know, at Geeks Assemble, we're not afraid to address political issues
No, no,
because
no, no, no. Yeah,
because both have geeked out about various political issues at various times in our very young lives. So we're gonna do some more political uh podcast that's a little more political about something that we're going to review also this weekend called The President's Men. So I'm just like, putting it out there that we're not afraid of the politics, even if other podcasters or just shy away from that stuff. It's important.
Yeah.
And that's why you should enjoy Peaks Assembled with your if you're going through it, either with your joy over labor wins or grief over Republican wins in the United States. Anyway,
Well, it's one of those things.
So yeah, enjoy our podcast because we'll do a little politics, but we don't like it's not everything that is political on December. It's FYI. Most of it is about the thing. So about anything else about Deathworld, other than the fact that it's good world building also.
No, I just found it. I can understand why it was dropped as an idea because they say it would have been too costly to make. With all the special effects and
Hmm.
so
Yeah,
so they went down the antimatter Omega route.
yep.
But yeah,
All right. Final say and score then.
oh well, I'm gonna give this. Enjoyed it. It's a good listen. It's got to be 10 Dandiana clowns out of 10.
Aw, that's good. And and I will agree with the number. I will give it uh 10 chess pieces, riding horses of like different colors out of 10. I think that we are lucky that we get to hear all these stories that were lost or just unfilmed, unproduced, and that just get produced, and that's just amazing. And I know that we lost so many other things, so I'm glad for the animation, but I'm also glad for the storytelling on audio. Like literally, it's my favorite thing to do. It's just to ride around this city, my headphones on, listening to audio stories and enjoying it. And I would like you to enjoy our podcast the same way. You'd be so kind. Give us a like or a thumbs down. Just do something so the algorithm notices us. And subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell notification button right next to that too. Because with that, you'll know that when we put out stuff. And we're doing a couple of weeks. Because we enjoy these things. And we like to mix and match, and sometimes we find a theme, and sometimes we do other things. But also, I'd like to encourage you to join us on our social media, which can be a political place too. But yeah, Lee has a good Instagram, it's in his name. And then there's the X has our stuff on it. Facebook has a group and a dormant page, and
Yeah.
because I can't be positive. I'm a bit of a, I'm a bit standoffish with my social media responsibilities, and I'm sorry. I mean, I still am an admin on the 140,000 person Doctor Who fan group, but bad admin. I'm working full time though, so I've changed. My life has changed, and Lee works full time. So just get in touch with him however you can,
Yeah,
and make it. You know, if you want to make an appearance on their podcast, by all means, all you got to do is be 18 or over, have a camera, microphone device, and Zoom, and you know, enjoy the stuff that we are enjoying, or despise it and tell us that you despise it. Come join us at around 9 p.m. on a Sunday night in the Greenwich Mean Time kind of way. That's all from us. To you, the funny thing is,